Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Martin Wilcox. I'm the chairperson of the Calais Woods Conservation Group.
Okay, and why is that important?
It's important for the local area because Calais Woods is a woodland under threat from a few areas, and it was important to set up a conservation group to protect the wildlife that it contains.
So, how have humans impacted these areas in good and bad ways?
Um, the good ways is the local area, Calais Woods, has always been an attractive area for people to come and enjoy themselves in a wild surrounding. And there's always been attracted before the development came into the area, but the developments in the area of new housing has um, threatened and damaged the local area and wildlife within.
So, what can we do to help the local area and the wildlife within?
Um, we can all pay attention to kind of what's kind of on our doorstep in terms of our kind of natural habitat, our wildlife. Be aware of how much kind of wildlife we have in the local area, how much we need the outdoor spaces and nature in a close proximity to an ever-growing city like Dunfermline, how important a green space like this is. Any kind of acknowledgement or awareness of an area like this, of our local biodiversity is important. So, yeah.
So, how can we get involved with the organisation?
Um, Filming projects like this, asking the questions. You're becoming involved with it. There's a group of 5 years coming here. You didn't know anything about this. You're here now. You're in a working cabin. We're starting to promote projects, getting consultation with local communities, schools, primary schools, nurseries. Just whoever kind of wants to get involved, wants to know a little bit more about their local area, but also wants to develop their own ideas and projects for the local area. So it's raising awareness, asking the question, coming along to meetings, picking up a shovel, planting a tree. All these kind of different options are available and will become more readily available to people out there. So it's getting involved. Yeah.
We've noticed that there's a lot of artwork around the woods. Why is that?
Artwork is it's important to us all. We're all capable of art in one form or another. Um, it- we've recently collaborated with an art group following up together, charity, which are based up in the fire station collective, and it's about bringing the outdoors with art and combining the two so we're taking art, not just the paintbrush and form, but we're taking it outdoors to bring it into the woodlands and the whole environment. It's to stimulate creativity, not just by a paintbrush and a pen, but also by picking up sticks, creating things, um, sculpture, um, filmmaking. We've got all these kind of aspects of life which are involve art.
Would you happen to know like an average number of how many trees you've planted?
Um, Over 1,000. We're due to plant some more tomorrow. Maybe another 500 tomorrow.
That's very good. How about benches? How many of them have you installed?
So far we've installed 11 benches in and around the park and the woodland, and we could do another 11 easily. And there'll be a new bench coming out here soon as well, which will be like a big bench there. Yeah. 11's been good because that's only been like the past year that we've done that, so there's more to come.
What about bird boxes? How many of them have you installed?
I put up 14 a couple of weeks ago. Before that, there was another 13, 14 went up. The nest boxes for robins, blue tits, great tit. Um, and we've also got timber over there ready to be made up for nest boxes. We've also got some cut up for large kind of raptors and owl nest boxes, which we hope to get up fairly soon.
We've wondered, what are the port cabins?
What are the port?
Yeah, just like what are the port cabins?
Oh yeah,
What are they in general?
the porter cabins here. The one we're in is we've got 4 groups so far running from this porter cabin. We've got Calais Woods Conservation Group. We've got the Dulac and Bloom Gardening Group. We've got the Calais Woods Womble, which are a litter picking group, and then we've got the Dulac Park Path Group, which is a new group being set up to maintain the path and drainage. And the second container there is the art studio. So we're going to have people doing outdoor art outside this. We're also going to be running projects, experimental projects from other parts of Dunfermline, where we'll be putting art out here that will maybe get shifted up to another woodland area or outdoor park area in and around Dunfermline. So the idea is to grow these two from this base that we've got, the 2 porter cabins, to grow these projects, grow these ideas, and hopefully add to porter cabins or the area of land and things that we work on.
So, what's your favorite part about what you do here? Like your favorite thing that you can do?
The favorite thing I can do, I do like to plant a tree. I find that very satisfying. And I particularly like saving a tree, because some trees are going to be chopped down, and to be able to save some of their saplings and relocate them somewhere else and you see them flourish is a very satisfying thing to do. But I think that the main another satisfying thing is knowing that the projects that we are undertaking is to the benefit of the wildlife, is to the benefit of the local area, is to the benefit of people that are working alongside us. And for example, with this porter cabin landing here has made the Dulac and Bloom gardening groups life so much more accessible and easy and comfortable for them to go about their volunteering work, for them to store equipment here and have a base and have a shelter. Puts a massive smile on their face, which is highly rewarding, which is what it's all about.
Out of all the projects that you've done or are currently doing, what one do you think has been the most significant?
Getting these porter cabins here is the most significant, is the biggest thing, and I can already see the impact already by the amount of people that are involved with it. From this campaign group that just started off with myself, just campaigning against developments in the area to get into a stage where we've got 2 bases like this. We've got maybe 40 volunteers, regular kind of volunteers in all groups, and to see that is very satisfying. That other people are out there that want to get involved and are happy to free up their own free time to help make a difference to the area, and but also to make their own lives. Again, that's very important. But on the back of it, you've got the nature aspect there. Everything we're doing has got that element of, is it to the benefit of nature? And yes, it is to the benefit of nature. It might be a bit of a slower process and it might not be so significant to a lot of people, but it will and it is to the benefit of nature.
What are your plans for projects that you think you would want to do in the future?
There's lots of ideas for projects. The consultations that we'll be having will involve other people's ideas, but we've had a lot of ideas come forward already. Dulac Park itself is a big park that's kind of underdeveloped. It's a bit of a blank canvas, and we've also got a bit of a pre-road to the park where we could start introducing things like food growing orchard, new habitat regeneration for things like barn owls or lizards, reptiles, and things like that. We could also, yeah, and you've got the outdoor experimental art studio. We're going to bring in bigger projects from around about the town, build them up in place in this park before we transport them to elsewhere. I could kind of come and view them down here. The outdoor art aspect could be taken all around the woods, the entrances to the woods, the different parts of the park. Traditional skills that could be learned. Say food growing is a very important one just now, and teaching people how food grows a important one. So there's a lot of potential projects out there that I'm looking forward to seeing how they develop.
Do you know if there are any threats to Calais Wood?
Yes. The main threat was development, and the developments themselves have kind of went on from the house builders from the east of Dunfermline moving in this direction, and it's almost kind of they went on building houses to maximize profit from the land rather than benefiting the land in terms of nature and biodiversity. So a lot of kind of green corridors, habitat have kind of been destroyed, moved, and never to be replaced. But Calais Woods, being a woodland that had a tree protection order on it, has always been protected. But when the developers started taking away green corridors, the avenues for wildlife to manoeuvre, you're manoeuvring away the wildlife that kind of lives in and around the woodland. So that's had the kind of detrimental effect. Yeah.
Just as a final thing, you were saying about development. So what do you think about the new school that's been built?
The new school, yes, we questioned the new school not for being a school, but for it the green and environmental qualities that it was proposing to put in place with the school facilities itself. We questioned that massively to start with, and we feel we had a massive impact on the green and environmental things that they put in place in terms of tree planting and I know they're going to do a wee orchard to kind of food growing and things like that. So we've had a big pressure on that, and they have been very receptive to our views and really helpful to us, far greater than any developer that's kind of gone on in the area. So, but the school, the building of the school there has had a detrimental effect on the landscape, the woodland, and the footfall for kids in years to come will have a detrimental effect on the woodland. And you're already seeing it through development, the trampling through the woodland and the vandalism, and the littering. So there will be a bit of detrimental effect to that, but there's also the potential for the school and the future pupils to live, to live and work next to a protected habitat so diverse as Calais Woodland and a park. It's a very large park with still potential massive projects to go on. There's a potential there for future pupils to respect the local environment, learn about the local environment, learn about nature and biodiversity. Because we've got a woodland, we've got parks, we've got ponds, we've got water courses. There's a huge amount of biodiversity there that future pupils could learn from firsthand, that maybe not other schools in and around Dunfermline can learn from. So there's a massive potential there for something to be good that could be good for the future.